lighting. Looks good. All right, now let's get this 4-year video recorded. Okay. Running the bar over these last 4 years has been really interesting. I've grown really close with my... Running the bar over these last 4 years has been really interesting. I've grown really close with my bartenders and barkeeps, and I've really gotten to know them on a more personal level. I never really thought that moderating a Discord server would be this difficult, but...
Whoa, what the fuck is this?
What?
What is this?
What? I'm recording the 4-year video.
Yeah, my video.
No,
my
no.
fucking video.
You told me to record it.
I told you to come and help set up the lighting, which, yeah, I see you've done that very shittily.
The other light's dead!
Is that my fucking shirt? Some bitch. "4 years ago is a long time, but to most, not long enough to be recognized as something to be celebrated. So then why not wait till 5? It's a nice arbitrary number after all. That almost feels expected. Something built up for so long, only to be rejected. A metaphor, if you will, of all the time we spent together, ending in dejection. Who's to say his feeling won't dissipate by the time the 5th anniversary comes around? All that was meaningful to us, left in a state diluted, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled. In that time, many of us might move on, leaving years of memories, disappearing into the pile, forgotten, discarded, out of sight, out of style. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? A lot of us take the privilege of winding down in our own setting for granted. Settling in, getting comfortable, that doesn't mean it's deplorable. I made the bar something people of all groups could enjoy. A relatively safe space that is not centered around drama, fixations, devious fauna, obscure motorbike repairs, random facts about Obama. I can only thank the members themselves for upholding such a task. I didn't ask. No one wore a mask.
Wait, what?
Oh, fuck. Regardless if you were one of the many that lurked in the shadows, just seeing the list of patrons online each day really helped make the bar feel that much more alive. All of you standing idly by as the barkeeps and bartenders back and forth contrive. Friday, December 22nd, 2017, 9:06 p.m. That is the exact moment that I created the bar. I could have never expected what was to come 4 years later. All of us, one computer program, kept us together, kept us sane, especially through this global pandemic, and for that, I dedicate this video to you all. And instead of going on by myself, I think it's best we hear from some of the bartenders and barkeeps themselves, aka my closest friends.
Bar certified, duck you.
If you see the dogs in banter, just know I'm upstairs going hard. Bing bong.
What's in the bucket? What's in the bucket but a bucket of shit, but a bucket of shit with the grapes in the mouth? Grapes in the mouth make you happy down south. You got a boner, what you gonna do?
Why you got dry ass lips? And don't try licking them now, cause I see you. Yeah. Don't try licking them in front of me. That's nasty.
You gotta keep that.
Hello and welcome to the most serious entry in this video. As you can tell by my appearance, I'm taking this very seriously. Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a member of the bar. I will say, compared to my fellow patrons, I'm a newer member, probably. I mean, I started as a patron, and I've worked my way up to become a barkeep. I'm here. I've been around for a hot minute. I'd say COVID time is what really brought me into the bar.
It's been a good few years. It got me through quarantine.
One of my favorite things about the bar is that everyone has hair in it, like really cool hair. Like, I have a lot of hair. Roz has a lot of hair. Josh, he's got a freaking mohawk thing going, like he's an anarchist or something. I don't know. We got Grunkle with the most immaculate beard I've seen in my entire life. It's just this. You just look at it and you melt because you'll never be as amazing as that. You know, you just.
Dude, Grunkle, dude, I gotta meet this guy. He seems like a fucking beast. The first thing I'll probably tell him is like, dude, I love your beard.
I look forward to touching Grunkle's beard in real life.
Most people that have seen me before meeting me want to touch my beard. That's a pretty normal thing. Yeah, very few people ever actually do, thankfully, because people are gross. Someone reaches for it. Okay. You may now touch the beard.
Something I like about the bar. This one's easy. I like how quiet it is, I guess I'll say. I don't have to worry about getting notifications very often from that. Like 3 other servers I'm in are always doing something stupid and messaging everybody.
It might be weird to say, it's just kind of nice that we never talk about politics. And what's funny is, like, every other friend I have, actually, we talk about politics. And I kind of get so irritated. Like, it doesn't seem like you guys even care. But, or maybe some people on the server probably do, but, like, it definitely doesn't seem that that's something that you guys focus on, so. I don't know. I always thought that was a pretty nice thing.
I mean, people in the bar are actually funny as shit. Like, some of them be out, and then some of them just know the weirdest things. Like, people just be giving me facts about guns I never even knew existed. Or, like, games I've never heard of. They have, like, 12-hour-long documentaries on them. And I'm just like, what the hell? Why do people know so much? But unironically, though, bar is pretty cool. Famous Quotes is, I think, the best thing ever. I think that's, like, the smartest channel that the bar's had. Except for when people Photoshop photos of me sending Monsters Inc. porn. Like, that's just weird. I don't think I've ever done that before. And there's no reason to look, because... Actually, never mind. Now that I look at it, you probably shouldn't look at the Famous Quotes, because people be taking shit out of context, and I look bad as fuck. So, maybe stay away from that channel.
If I have to say something about the bar, it has to be about how nice the people are. It's a relatively close-knit community. Most of the people there I know in real life. It really means a lot to me to have had these people in my life, because I've gone through a lot of rough stuff in my past that I honestly don't know where I would be if I didn't have such great friends like Roz or NG. And surprisingly, I've only met NG once, considering he lives all the way up in Colorado. But there's no one else I'd rather have as my friends. I care about you guys so much. I can't thank you and NG enough for being there for me.
Just drinking some wine. Definitely not apple juice. I've liked learning about the lore of the server because I wasn't around for the beginning. As I've gotten to know a lot of these people, they've told me a lot about where the bar comes from and the trials and tribulations that has been through, you know. It's a pretty great experience.
Well, I wasn't in the bar, but it was probably when Zach and Josh were visiting for the second trip you guys did to Colorado. And it was when, I think Zach was sleeping. I don't know what you were doing, probably getting ready for bed. But Josh wanted to step outside, and it was like 2 a.m. It was a perfectly clear night. Stars looked great that night, and it was cold as hell. We just kind of stood out there for a couple minutes and talked about stuff we would want to, or stuff that we wanted to do when we were younger. Or at least I talked about that. Josh talked about what he wanted to do in his immediate future, and I kind of talked about wanting to originally like go to space. That was a nice night though, and that was a nice second visit. I look forward to when you guys visit again.
One time, for one of the other members' birthday parties. Josh, I think his name is. Me and him got really hammered, and we go to the gas station. It's like a local quick trip. I think it's like 2 in the morning, and Josh's like window is completely like messed up with like bugs and like a bunch of dirt. And Roz is like, look, I'll take him in to get snacks. You clean up this windshield. It's like a 3-minute wait, but that entire time that I'm waiting for him, I'm just scrubbing this windshield with those gas station cleaners. And Roz comes out and with Josh in tow, drunkenly. And Josh and him are both like, wow, that is the cleanest I've ever seen this windshield. And I remember drunkenly like throwing it back into the cleaning supplies like, you damn right it is.
Colorado trip was really fun. Did a 12-hour drive in the middle of the night, and we were told to like keep two of us awake at all times, and I kept falling asleep. When we were going up there, it was just really interesting to see like the world and see how small you are. What was more fun, what was actually the fun part, was just joking around and you know, goofing off and being able to go somewhere really far away with the boys, you know, going up there to shoot guns, be a gamer. Definitely brought us, I think, a bit closer. I think the whole trip did, but it was really fun to go over and like try to go and do some like really goofy things task-wise in the middle of like a actual blizzard. Like going over and pushing a car up a hill, for instance. That was a really Texan thing to do. That's not really what you're supposed to do, I guess, in a snowstorm, but we didn't know. We just wanted pizza. Going up there and seeing Will, meeting him for the first time. I really would love to meet more people on the server.
I'm a bit of a comedian, what can I say? Hang on a moment.
I mean, I'd say overall D&D is like my favorite thing that's come from the bar, and the constant hell that we give Tom as he tries to craft a beautiful story for us, and then we all find inventive ways to completely ruin it and throw him off track and confuse him as to how we have survived this long in real life.
I'm joining the freaking D&D campaign that's going on. I have yet to participate because I was only there for one session and they never left the dungeon they were still in. So, you know, I'm just hanging out, but I'm excited about that. My character's just going to be a nice little guy that gets along with anyone and never causes problems. This is going to be funny when it ages.
I'm relatively new to DMing. I'd done it once and twice before when I started college, but it's something I always wanted to do with a lot of my old high school friends. So one day I messaged them like, hey, if I have a campaign that I can run, I'll be down. And I got way more responses than I thought I would ever. One thing led to another, and I ended up DMing for a campaign. And it started out very basically. Everyone had their own solo session to get them into the game, get their character set up. And they eventually started joining up as a party. And one of my favorite moments from that has to be they're traveling around the city, shopping, getting new supplies right after joining up. And Roz's character, Descartes, he goes up to this man. He basically is just like a, kind sir, I would really like this musical instrument that you have. And he's like, of course. 2 gold pieces. So he puts down the 1 gold piece. He's like, I think I deserve a discount. And the man just like summons like a small fireball on his fingertips, and then immediately Roz is like, I put down the 2nd gold coin.
I don't remember which number in our sessions it was, but it was probably the D&D session where we came across that kobold bridge, and you got your characters stuck in that trap that they laid for us. And they started throwing rocks on you from like all sides. I liked that though, because you kept making me fucking roleplay that I was a traveling merchant with some drunken baboon. But I think it was about that moment where I actually kind of got like actually into role playing as my character and got comfortable enough with the D&D group to do that. So I was already doing that before, but that's kind of when I was like, yeah, you know what, this is great. I'm glad I'm finally playing D&D for once.
Favorite moment in the D&D campaign? Oh, dude, whenever fucking Tom, the DM, introduced the Butcher. Literally the lamest name I've ever heard, and I'm supposed to be scared of that guy. Like, who the fuck would be scared of someone named the Butcher? What the hell? That's like me being scared of fucking the cake decorator. Like, what the fuck? Like, Well, I just said normal job, like the Walmart employee. Like, that's not scary at all. I would have named him like Demon Lord 36 or some shit. That would have been scary.
Hang on, sorry, I can't see. Okay, there we go. I'm an intellectual as well as a comedian. So, I met Tom recently, IRL, for the first time. It was pretty cool. We sat next to each other in real actual chairs and played Jackbox. It was crazy, just off the rails. My favorite gaming moment is all of the moments that I'm in.
Oh, I think it was one time we were playing CSGO, and I was like, dude, truth and a lie, I nutted inside my first birthday cake. And then I just was silent. Hey, to this day though, nobody knows if it was a truth or a lie.
One of my favorite games that we've ever played together is probably Spin Co-op, because we always get into some shit doing that. Whether it's NG having to help me out because I keep falling off a pipe, or it's Tom and I just being dumbasses together because it's like both of our first time basically playing. It's the dynamic of the group that really makes this great.
We were playing fucking Gary's mod, and all those times where me and DJ were just spam the fuck out of like the hints or whatever, and you and Angie were just having like a mindfuck moment. You guys could not find us, and then y'all walked past me like 8 times, and I was just being like, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
Actually, you know what? I think favorite gaming moment. I remember when we were playing. Oh god, it's one of those drawing games. I think I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was the one where everyone decided to start drawing my avatar and putting me in different situations and then drawing my avatar doing silly shit. But it was wholesome, silly shit. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It was probably the first time I've ever hung out with not most of the people, but most of the active people in the bar. That was just a fun night. I enjoyed that.
Shout out the bar for being 4 years old. Wait a sec. Ain't half the people in the bar underage? Ain't that shit? No, half the people aren't 21, bruh. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be in a bar. That's not allowed. That's illegal. I'm calling the FBI on this whole bitch. For the 4th year anniversary, I'm raiding this shit. I want to see TABC license. I want to see IDs. I want to see everything, bruh.
I would like to recruit the bar to run a presidential campaign in 2028. That'd be pretty sweet. Abolish the IRS. That's my entire slogan, my entire plan.
I will say it has just been genuinely, it's been really nice getting to know all the people in the bar, making all kinds of new friends. It's been a wonderful 4 years, and here's to another 4. If the bar was a person, I would elect it president, and then I would unelect it, because that's stupid. Why would you have a Discord server run the country? I feel like that doesn't work. Whose idea was that? Anyways, I'm gonna go now.
It was nice, to be able to hang out and play and do all that stuff. When it started, because there wasn't a lot of people. Now I know there's a bunch of people in there. Which is pretty good. So cool how it started and where it is now. Happy to see how far it's come.
Yeah, it's cool to see that the server's been around for 4 years, even though I haven't been part of it for that time. Like, I feel like it's kind of family, so it's really cool to get to be part of it, I guess. It's a nice little escape from the stress of normal life, I guess. Happy 4 years to the bar and all the crazy people in it. Yeah.